This is your girl Yannick Taylor, aka Priestess, hostess of Conversations with the Priestess. Here's a preview of what you may hear on Conversations with the Priestess.
We weren't meant for monogamy, let's be honest. Like, we have needs, let's be real. And communicating that, what you want, what you don't want, what sets up. Now this drink is brown, because I learned something. Since I'm older, I can't do brown liquor anymore. Also, I noticed since I started on hormone replacement therapy, HRT, in 2015, me and certain liquors don't match well. I don't know whether...
And I recognize that a lot of men love to be dominated by women. And that's because men are seen as these leaders, as this big alpha male dominant being. And because they're put on this pedestal of being leaders, sometimes they want to be submissive. Back when I cosplayed a Butch Queen in South Carolina around 2011, I was on Craigslist. This is when Craigslist was bumping and before they had gotten rid of the personal section. I hope you enjoyed that preview. Join me on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. for Priestess After Dark. Full video versions of the podcast can be found on patreon.com/CWTPriestess, and join me on Fridays at noon for our regular Friday post. Live, love, and be free. Smooches.
Available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, anywhere you download and stream podcasts.
Hey, what's up, fam? This is Johnny T. Welcome to my journey in celibacy. Yes, I've decided to go on celibate. My initial goal is if I can make it 2 months, I want to see what happens. It may be a little longer, but we shall see. So y'all stick around for my journey in celibacy. All right. Hey, what's going on? Thank you for coming on this journey with me, y'all. It means so fucking much to me. So, for beginners, this is some explicit shit that I'm going to be talking. So, if you're under the age of 18, please, you do not need to be listening to this, okay? 18 and up, you can listen. As I drink my water. You know, sex is good, and I absolutely love sex. Sex is an activity I enjoy. I am very adventurous when it comes to sex, but I'm gonna be real. I've been hooking up during a time like this, although I've been limiting who I hook up with. And I had a great hookup during my birthday. Oh my gosh, it was so good. And from then on, every other week I'm getting some good sex, having some nasty hot sex, and it's been good. But right now, I realize that also with me having great sex, it has been frustrating the dating process. It has frustrated me to the point to where I'm like, all I seem to attract is friends with benefits. And I get it, we're in a pandemic and people are lonely as fuck. I get it. So, and then I've had several people initiate interest in me, but no real follow-up. It's like they want someone to exchange pictures with, to chat with, to bear their burdens with. But I'm like, I want more than that. I want to be more than just your shoulder and your pillow to cry on. And what really made me want to go celibate, I don't know. I guess I had an interaction with someone that I got out of a situationship with. The sex was awesome. The sex was banging. And it was so passionate and it felt like old times. And I could really feel that connection with him. And it was like, oh my gosh, like, this sex is like we're making love to each other. And it scared me because I know what it is and I don't want to get my heart broke. And then on top of that, I have been feeling the sting of loneliness from being in this pandemic, this quarantine, and being limited at, who I can really deal with. not being able to hang around my friends and stuff like that, not able to go out on good dates, and then everybody's dealing with different things. And I was thinking how, right now my dating life is sucky as fuck. And I'm frustrated being single. I'm frustrated with being approached for sex. I'm frustrated with just having sex with no strings attached. The nut is good, but that passion is lacking. So I went and hung out with a friend of mine, and we talked about our sex lives. We talked about, we chilled, smoked a little bit, smoked some herb. This is a 420 friendly podcast. If you don't like it, you can kiss my ass. Paying homage to Jaden XD in this podcast. That's so good right there. So anyway, I'm celibate now. I am 3 days in. So let's start at the beginning. So day one, I decided at midnight on Tuesday that I was going to be celibate. No sex. Also incorporating chase no nigga. And this stems from, I was talking to my good friend who we have had interaction. And he and we talked about some things, and he mentioned that he was taking a break from sex. I said, okay, I get it. Cool, that's what's up. And I started thinking about that thing. I really started thinking about it. And the more I thought about it, I thought about, you know what? I should take a break from sex as well, because I've been a loose cannon. I've been having some unmitigated nasty sex, honey. And I mean, the sex was good too. It wasn't no rinky dink sex, okay? And, for me, I'm going through a major transition. I'm so close to getting my work done. I'm so close to getting what I need to get done for me. And it's been a wonderful ride. It really has. So I feel like right now I should take a break and reevaluate what I'm doing wrong in dating and learn how to say no. And this is all in day one so far. Day one was met with some challenges. I wanted to check my Jacked and my Grinder and my A4A, which is now deleted. I'm going to tell you why in a moment. And this is all that has happened just on day one. So I'm going to take a quick break, and I'm going to be right back with day two. Hey fam, this is your girl Yannick Taylor, the priestess, never your mistress. Thank you so much for your love and support of Conversations with the Priestess in this journey and chapter of my life. It is greatly appreciated. Y'all, please check me out. Buy my music on Bandcamp. That's YannickTaylor.bandcamp.com. Also, check out my writings on Vocal Media, and please support this podcast. We accept Cash App, YannickTMusic, and that's $YannickTMusic. Also by Ko-Fi, that's ko-fi.com/YannickTaylor. Thank you so much for your love and support, and please leave us a review. Share.
The great visionary leader of India, Mahatma Gandhi, said, "It is health that is real wealth, and not pieces of gold and silver." Listen to the Healthy Grocer radio show on your favorite podcast platform. We know that health is our greatest wealth, and we will be discussing all aspects of natural healing. Explore everything from supplements, superfoods, and healthy lifestyle choices to help conquer stress and boost productivity. Top industry experts and natural health professionals join us for a deep dive into our healing journey. You can find the Healthy Grocer radio show on demand every day wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. And remember, health is your greatest wealth.
be free smooches. So welcome back. Before I go into day 2, I forgot to mention this. So, in day 1, like I said, it did not go without its challenges of being celibate. Mind you, I was at home alone, like not cuddled up with anyone, and it got kind of rough because another reason why I wanted to go celibate was because a friend of mine that I had connected with over the last couple of months passed away suddenly, and I was feeling this person, and I really liked the person, and it kind of stung. So I was like, I need to go celibate so I can really refocus and whatnot. And then also on day 1, many of y'all know I don't date discreet or DL men, and I have nothing against them. That's just not my tea, because right now discreet and DL are the same thing in my eyes. That's just me personally. Like, because I still feel like there's an element of secrecy, and I have someone who's genuinely interested in me, but they're discreet, basically DL, because they have kids. And just my heart has been all over the place, and I'm taking this time of celibacy to focus on me and to focus on what I like, what I desire in a mate, what I don't desire in a mate, what I may like sexually. And I'm strangely like evolving in a sense that I haven't been in this place in a while, going back to things that I forgot I liked, and even finding some new things. Like, I'm embracing my pansexuality and embracing my dualities and all of that. So yeah, so as we journey into day 2, so day 2, I have been entertaining this gentleman out of the state of Florida. Amen, praise God. And he was a sweet gentleman. First, his conversation was good. He let me know up front he wasn't looking for a relationship, just someone to talk to. But the way he acts, says otherwise. Because for me, actions speak louder than words. So, he and I are talking, but for me, it was like the conversation was draining because he was always on some hotep type shit. Like, first he would be like, the black people need to do this, but then you need to act like white people, do this like white people, da 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 da. And I'm like, okay, you know what? You are just doing the most. And I finally told him, I said, look, I enjoyed chatting with you, but your conversation is trash. Like, you're always like on 1,000, and he got upset and he was like, oh, you fucking up. You starting out wrong. I'm like, I'm just telling you how I felt. I said, you know what? Let's just end the conversation here and move on. Like, let's just move on. So after that, I ended up having to block him, and that is why I ended up deleting A for A on yesterday, because that's how I met this man. So I said, let me go ahead and delete this, and move on. And I'm like, you know what? I'm glad I am celibate. And I was like, I'm glad I am celibate, because it's like, yo, you full of shit. And I was entertaining you being nice, but I'm like, I should not have entertained you. Because I'm like, you're trash. And I'm like, honey, it's just trash. And I'm not really worried about it. And right now, I'm seeing where my mind is. I'm not chasing after one. I'm not chasing after anybody. Because if you really want to be interested in me, you got to show me why I owe you a crumb of my time. Because not everybody deserves my time. Not everybody deserves it. Not everybody needs my time. And I don't need everybody else's time. Which, going celibate in day 2, being celibate, I am becoming more vocal, which I have been over the last several months. And everybody is like, bitch, you about to be moody as hell. You about to be a bitch. No, I'm not about to be a bitch. I'm in a different space. I'm putting my energy and my creativity in work that needs to be done, projects I've been sitting on in my music. So, that's how things are going to go. So, yeah. I'm going to take one more break. Here are some announcements. Live, love, and be free. Smooches. Hey, my darlings. Now, I know that 2020 has not been the best year, but that don't mean you can't look your best even in quarantine. Honey, go on ahead and get you some Maven hair. For my girls that do your own hair, or for you stylists that are safely doing hair, Maven is the place for you, honey. They have top-notch customer service. Their team is made up of hair experts, and they're ready by phone, text, and email. They also have a 30-day guarantee. You can wear it, color it, cut it. If you're not satisfied, they'll exchange it within 30 days. Now, y'all, make sure you do well, okay? And it's 100% virgin hair. This hair has been steam processed and can last up to a year. It's available in 8 textures and 5 shades. And, of course, certified stylists. What more can you ask for? So going over to priestessbeauty.maven.com, you get free standard shipping on all orders. Y'all, change your look instantly. Live, love, and be free. Let's get back into the show. So last but not least, we are now in day 3 of the celibacy. So I was off on day 2 and I ended up going to the beach. I went to Chesapeake Beach in North Beach, Maryland. Whatever. So, I ended up going there to relax, and I sat on the pier and I read from my iPad and relaxed, listened to music, looked around for a little bit, and then I got up and left. And I really enjoyed being out near the water. I've been wanting to be near water for the longest, and my mind began to wander. And I was talking to the Lord, talking to the universe, and just going over the recent changes in my life, and I'm like, okay, I'm loving where I'm going. I'm loving where I'm at right now. So, yeah. But I started seeing the families, the happy couples, the husbands and wives with their kids, and I've had a place of longing. I felt empty on the inside. I really did. I felt empty on the inside, and I started longing and thinking to myself, I want that. And it was coming from a place of I don't have. I was like, no, I have love out there. They're on their way to me. And yeah, I just felt like since I didn't have a love to call my own, I'm going to always be alone. And it feels like that sometimes. And I said, you know what? Stop thinking like that, girl. You have some people that are interested in you, and you have love in your life. You're not out here by yourself. You deserve love like everybody else, like all the positive affirmations. So I got up after a nap and, did my panel on Big O Live and had fun there, and I asked around a little bit and created some music, and I've been channeling my energy in other things, and that has helped me in day 2 of celibacy. Now day 3, I have been doing well. There was one time I saw a picture of somebody, I'm like, ooh, I just wanted them to just do all kind of nasty things. And I'm like, no, girl, you got to stick the celibacy thing out. You got to stick this out. And one of my friends keeps saying, girl, she about to be a bitch again. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. Like, just don't irritate me and don't throw it up in my face that, I'm celibate and I'm good. So, day 3, I had to work. I woke up in the middle of the night and I went back to sleep, but my mind started wondering on what it would be like to lie next to someone, and I couldn't envision a specific type. Just, I would like to feel warmth and I started talking to God, praying and meditating with the universe and the ancestors, and I let my mind go somewhere else so I would think about it. And that's mainly why I'm going celibate, to try to heal from some things. I'm still dealing with the trauma of my ex from 5 years ago. So that therapy has been very intense. And I just am loving my authenticity and focusing on my transition. I'm getting reacquainted with me and doing what I need to do for me. And even in day 3, I noticed some fine ass eye candy, honey. And oh my gosh, even on Bigo, I had a guy flirting with me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's flirting. And my best friend was like, girl, who is this? And oh my gosh, he's just so handsome. And I had some people hit me up today on OkCupid, and oh my gosh, they're the most handsome person I've ever seen. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I'm attracted to this man, to this being. And it's like, oh my gosh, like, for real. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is just so cute. And one of the things that I am strongly considering is dating interracially. Yes, I'm thinking of dating interracially. And I don't know, what that is going to entail, but I'm interested in seeing where it will go. But many of you all knew that I only prefer to date black men. And I guess I fear other people's opinions, but right now I'm in a place of curiosity, and that's actually what I want. And I think that's one of the things that I buried with meeting a certain demand. I'm gonna try interracial dating, and it's not out of curiosity, not out of self-hatred, but I have not dated someone outside of my race in a long time, and because I've been in relationships most of the time anyway, so not really much room for dating. So that's where I'm standing right now. So that's where I'm at. And day 3, I don't know, I actually felt good. I got up that day and I did my morning motivation on Bigo. So, and if y'all have Bigo, if you don't download it, follow me, YannickTMusic, Bigo Live ID. Everything will be in the show notes. Don't forget to leave us a review, shares, and click that subscribe button. We're on all platforms where you stream and or listen to podcasts. So live, love, and be free. Smooches. Hey everybody, the music that plays in the beginning and playing now is Sweet as Honey by Topher Moore and Alex Elena. Y'all, this is a lovely song. Please go support them. They're on all music outlets as well. Gotta give credit where credit is due. Thank you again. Don't forget to share. Leave us a review. Love ya.